Just need to pull in a bit closer. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Yeah, just getting close. I need you in like full frame, innit? Because I'm gonna need to pass the mic to you, so I've got to get you in closer. Yeah, Soz. What a weird angle that's at. Frazer looks about 20 now. Look at this. Frazer's looking young. You know what? This lighting is the shit. If I'd known it was this good, I would have... Nah, you don't need to look in the phone. It's the beard. Have you been using Just for Men on that phrase?
No, it's dry actually. I need to get... It's all crazy. I need some beard oil. Beard oil companies get at me because it's dry as fuck.
Listen, we know that there's some guys that can't grow. The edges don't connect. So be grateful for that. But you know what?
It doesn't matter about the edges. Look, I can't grow no fucking hair on top, so it's fucked either way.
Would you get the transplant?
I would have thought.
Nah. October Red. October Red. I'm here with I'm gonna say the Yard Man. I saw your people playing some tunes on the weekend. I was that nice little remix.
That shit, yeah, me, my dad and my brother.
That was Pops playing the tunes.
Yeah, my dad and my brother, yeah.
Okay. October Red. I'm here with the Olympian, the medalist, the professional boxer here in Loughborough. Frazer Clarke, heavyweight. Welcome back.
What's happening?
Listen, you tell me. I was saying I haven't seen you on social media much, but I've been watching your stories, and I've seen that you've been doing a bit of work away from home.
Yeah, we went out to Tenerife last week with the amateur club, but obviously I went to get some work myself. I went out with South Derbyshire Boxing Academy. They took the kids, about 10, 11 kids. Good. They've been doing well last season. Train hard, so you know they deserved it. They got out there, had a good time. It's nice to give them some of my experience. Obviously, they got out there, got to train up the mind, take the altitude, some nice beach runs, nice training in the sun. It's different. It's nice, you know what I mean?
See, that's something that I didn't know, that you was still involved with your amateur club. Talk to us a little bit about that, because I think sometimes we get lost in that. He's a professional boxer now. This is all he does. Talk to us a little bit about that.
No, so that one there, that isn't my actual amateur boxing club. That is my missus' father. He runs a boxing club. So yeah, you know, obviously I'm just around it all the time, and I'm one of them people. If I walk in a gym and see someone I can help, I like to pass on a little knowledge. You know what I mean? So I end up doing that the whole time. I end up, you know, really trying to help them. Just little things that I've picked up over the years, whether it's boxing, the way they're doing their exercise, when they do a little bit of strength and conditioning, just trying to help them, just advise them, really, basically, not just on boxing, but on life. And you get a good feeling from it, you know, especially when you see them doing well, you see them practicing things, some really good kids, and, you know, it's good to give back.
It's good to give back. It seems like just the other day we were downstairs in the previous gym setting, and it was like, yeah, you know, you'd just turned over, you'd had your first fight, going into your second fight. How's the boxing been for the last, couple of years now? Talk to us about Frazer Clarke's journey.
It's been all right, obviously. Pro boxing is pro boxing. I say this often, it's not really a sport as such. I think I had all my fun in the amateurs, you know, that was fun. You travel the world with your friends, laughing, joking, winning fights, boxing the best people in the world. This is like strategic business, but you know, you still have to enjoy it to a certain extent, because if you don't enjoy it, then what's the point? But yeah, this is good, man. Like, I'm in a good place, love this gym, love coming in here, learning, and just keep developing, really, and let's see where we can go.
We talk about people like yourself, you know, you've got Olympians, you've got the GB squad. There's quite a few of you that kind of like graduated at the same time, the lads, the girls, a mixture of it. When you look at all of your surroundings, your fellow fighters, your ex-teammates, whether they're in the same weight class or not, what do you see? What kind of memories does that invoke to like where you all are now on your professional journey? I know it's only 2 years, but it's still a big jump.
You miss it. I miss it. I do. I miss the fucking lads. Miss the girls. Miss the coaches. Miss the culture. The travelling. But at the same time, I did my fair share of that. You know, I needed to change it. That's the only reason I changed the gym, is because I needed to take myself out of my comfort zone. I was too comfy there, so here I am at Loughborough, new surroundings, new people. But yeah, I love that place, I love them people, and I love that part of my life, that journey, memories that I'll cherish forever. But as you say, as the saying goes, you know, you live, you learn, and you move on, and that's where we're at now. So new journey, and I don't want, you know, with my boxing career, it's not what I do now. It's when I'm all finished, which will come one day. When I'm finished, it's what you can look back. It's not what you start with. It's what you finish with. So don't judge now. You know, when I finish, look back, and we'll say, I think we'll say, yeah, good, solid fighter. Beat a lot of fighters, won titles. He was a good fighter and a better person.
Talking about titles with you guys, you know, the Olympians, the pressure's kind of on you guys. Like, look, they've done how many years at amateurs? They need to be pushed. They need to be in those harder fights straight away. Galal Yafai is a fighter that's, the example's been set. He's the one that turned over as well, medalist, and then straight away he was going in, I think it was for a silver champion, WBC silver. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, which I know you will. Do you feel that pressure on you? I'd say maybe not from the fans, but say from, you know, the teams, the ones that are around you. Do you feel that pressure?
It's a little bit different, I think, because I'm heavyweight, so it makes everything a bit different anyway. You know, you can't really rush a heavyweight because you're only one shot away from being on your arse, aren't you, getting knocked out. So you got to do things right. And I know you have the expectations, but you're soon humbled as a pro. You're soon humbled because not everyone's as good as they think they are. You know what I mean? Or not as good as they've been told they are. It's a different sport. Galal, I could have told you he was going to go the way he was going to go 4 or 5 years ago because he was made for this game. He's small, he's compact, he's fit, he's strong, he can punch a bit. So you know that was the way he was going. With someone like myself, you know, I'm back to learning, back to basics, back to trying to become a solid pro, trying to become a solid athlete. So you know, I think the pressure is on because you turn over with Sky and Boxer. You're in the public eye quite a lot, and you probably run with that. For the first year, I probably run with it. You know, I was at the opening of a fucking envelope. I was everywhere, you know. But now it's sort of like, especially after probably the last performance. I'm not saying it was terrible, but I want it to be better. So, and now I've watched it back a couple of times. I don't think it was the worst in the world, but you know, I want to be better than that. So it's like, you know what, fuck everything off. Just focus on becoming a better fighter, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Being critical, being honest, being open on your performances. You know, you fought a seasoned heavyweight. Everyone was a fan. He was kind of like the home fighter. Everyone was cheering him on. That first kind of maybe step up for you. I mean, all right, here we go. Your words.
He's a nice fella. He's a solid guy. He has a puncher's chance all the time, but I don't think I'd lose to him on my worst day, if I'm honest. Just ability-wise, it's just not there for him, and I don't mean that in the rude way, but it's the same with like when I boxed that fella Sokolovsky. Like, yeah, he's tough, he's strong, give everyone trouble, but just on ability, I was always over 6 rounds. I can beat him. You know, like it's not a problem. Maybe over 12, it might give me a bit more of a run because they're fit and they're strong and they know what they're doing. But over 6 rounds, I can ping these guys all day. But that's not what I'm wanting to do. You know what I mean? I'm wanting to settle into it and start fucking breaking people and destroying people. Which ultimately, I actually did do that with fucking the last geezer anyway. But I think that would have been a different performance if he kept like bitching about me and in the bollocks and that, which I did probably once, maybe twice. But it's a fight, innit? Things happen. Do you know what I mean? So listen, I'm developing all the time. That's all I can really say. You know, I'm working hard in the gym. I'm working hard on myself. Just want to be a better fighter. That's all I can do. I can just give it 100%, and that's all I can and will do.
Being out in Saudi, as I know you were, when Fabio Wardley and David Adelaide had the fight, I know I haven't spoken to you properly since then. When you're watching that fight and you know you want that British belt, it could have almost been you in the ring I'm not going to stir up anything because I'm going to be on my best behaviour today. But when you watch that fight, talk to us about that fight and your thoughts as you're watching it. And obviously we can talk about the result after.
Yeah, I'm watching it, and the same as every fighter does. And I was doing this years ago when I was sat on security, and I used to watch the guys fight. When I remember watching Dillian and AJ fight and thinking, fucking hell, I could fight these guys. You know, because they wasn't a million miles away from me. And it's the same with them two there. That wasn't a case of being a million miles away. That was I get in there and compete with both of them, and I beat both of them in my head. I feel like I know too much. I could fight just as good as them. I could box just as good as them. So I think, you know, that one there, obviously, you're not far away. You're in and around the mix. You only have to look at, like, I think the British rankings and stuff. You're in and around it. So now it's just up to, like, me, myself, the team, see what they think. And if they think that's a place you want to be, then that's what we head for. And that's what we're all heading for. You know, we're trying to get that secured. So me and the champion, which is Fabio at the minute, we get it on. You know, and I think we will very soon. And I can't wait for my outcome because I think I do very well in that fight. I think that's the one that announces me.
Announcing, and you have to take those challenges to have that kind of result. I know that you've kind of, I don't know, one for a better word, you've had a bit of stick from the public, us fans. Like I said, I'll put my hands up, we're fickle, we're short term in how we see things. We either love you one day, we hate you the next. And going into a fight where you know, and this is just from the public perception, whether you agree with it is by the by, but you know you're going into this fight not as the favourite. Mentally, you said you're working on yourself. How do you prepare for that? Because it's not just going in there and beating somebody up, or is it?
You know, you want to go in there and winning is important, but you know, you learn a lot over the last couple of years as a pro. You want to look well. You want to entertain people. You want to sell yourself. The public they're important. They're the people that you need on side. Do you know what I mean? It's not a secret. It's not an illusion. You need the public to be behind you. But I think ultimately you've got to be in places like this and working day in day out to become better at your craft. And then you can do whatever you want in these gyms. You can spar like fucking the best spars in the world. You can perform it's under the lights. You know, when you get under them lights, you better do the job that you know you need to do. All that in gym fighting and looking good on the bag and hitting pads at 1,000,000 miles an hour with combinations of 30, rolling fucking 50 times. It means nothing. It's about getting in there and bashing people to pieces, really. Do you know what I mean? And doing it in a good fashion. So the public can think what they want. You know, I think we've all got our own journey. Like the bricklayer goes to work, the hairdresser goes to work, plumber, banker. They want to be good at the job. I'm no different. I'm just trying to improve and be good at mine. You know.
Did you see the outcome before it happened? Did you have a prediction on Fabio and David's fight?
Yeah, I thought it'd go that way. I don't think David was particularly bad. I think that was the level he's at. I think Fabio boxed really good, very smart. Probably downplayed it a little bit on the light because I was just trying to be a bit of an arsehole. But when I've watched it back, and I think he controlled it very well, did well. Not just the fight, the occasion. You know, I think the occasion got to him a little bit. I do. He was more interested in fucking being a superstar. You know, cameraman here, cameraman there, make sure he's fucking. You know, he's got his shades on. He's looking super cool, and he's all fucking Vaselined up and looking the bollocks. Ultimately, it's nothing. You know, when you're in a fight, it's whether you can fucking defend yourself and smack people. That's what matters. You know, all that bollocks for the social media don't mean nothing.
Well, it's interesting now because obviously, it's alleged now that your fellow GB squad mate, Solomon Dakers, another heavyweight, Midlands guy as well, is going to be fighting David. It's not officially announced, but that's the fight that, you know, Frank Warren has said is going to happen. Talk to us about that fight and how you see that going. And this is you being the pundit that you are, because you're good at that stuff.
Yeah, you know what? It's a good fight because I think if you look at the time and the things, Adelaide's coming off a loss. He's in a bit of a must win. Solomon's new to Queensbury and didn't particularly like the world alike with that last performance. You know, some people are saying that they think he might have lost it. So they're both in a position which I think it makes for a really good fight, competitive fight. The outcome, you know, I think I'd probably go with Solomon on just a bit more know-how and getting through the rounds. If it's a 10-rounder or 12-rounder, he's a really fit guy. And even if he's not a massive puncher and isn't going to take him out, I think he'll have enough in his head and in his mind and enough experience to be able to box Adelaide off for the rounds. You know, I think Adelaide, have I really seen him win a points decision convincingly? Probably not. You know what I mean? So you've got to look at it like Adelaide's going to try and knock him out. Solomon's going to try and outpoint him. Who can get to who? But yeah, I think I'd probably sway Solomon. Bad defeat for Adelaide last time the way it happened, so you know confidence might play a factor as well. But I know he's got a bit of self-confidence in himself. You can tell by the way he is, his morale and stuff. So it make an interesting night. Probably fight of the night on that card. If they do collide, I think it'll be really good.
So finally, then we've got to touch on. I know you sort of like skirted on it, but is this fight going to happen with yourself and Fabio? I mean, it's a fight that he wants. He's been quite vocal about it from the beginning. You have. But is it going to happen? And if so, when can the fans expect to see that? Because everything's happening, but nothing's confirmed. Do you know what I mean?
We want to get fight news out there. You know, I'm as itching as everyone else is itching. You know what I mean? But I think just a little bit more time. You know, I think things are being worked on in the background, and you know, hopefully, listen. The thing with me and Fabio is this. I don't think you'll see none of them stupid antics, fucking fighting, wrestling here and there, and slanging and all that. I'm a competitor, he's a competitor. I want to fight, I want to win his title. He wants to shut people up and just show he's a level above, because he thinks he's a level above me. And a lot of the public in Britain do as well, so it's my job to try and prove them wrong, do you know what I mean? That's all I'm doing, I'm just trying to prove to them, prove to myself that I am where I'm going, where I want to be going. So I think the news will, you know, expect it soon. I can't confirm nothing just yet because I, you know, like everyone else, until it's signed on the dotted line, you can't get too excited in this game, as you've seen with the fucking purse bid situation. Do you know what I mean? So until it's signed on the line, I'm just doing what you've seen me doing earlier, staying in here day in, day out, back to the hotel, food, recover, do what I got to do.
Message to your fans, the ones that do support you, because you've got a few of them as well. And message to potential new fans, if they're just seeing you, why should they become a supporter? I think fans are a bit outdated now. Why should the boxing support? Yeah, why should they support Frazer Clarke?
You know what, Peter? It's a hard question because
I know it is.
Remember this, yeah. I want to be a boxer. I want to win titles. I don't want to be a celebrity. I don't want to look down at no one. I'm the most normal man you can ever meet in your life. Even though I'm promoted well on TV and stuff, I'm a very average, normal guy. Just got a passion, and I work hard for me, work hard for my family, work hard to make people proud, and you know, hopefully the supporters can just recognise that and realise that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I have my up days, I have my down days, I have my good times, my bad times. But I'm just a proper normal guy with a passion since I was a kid. I've done quite well to get to the level I'm at. I want to go further, see how far it can go. And I think the journey will be fun. Like I say, I'm always in a good fight. Something happens. There's always drama. One way or another, there's always drama. Could probably do with working on my defence, but I get hit, and people seem to like that as well. So I give it a bit, I take a bit. But I'm trying to work on that. And listen, if you support me, thank you. If you don't, you know, carry on and enjoy your life and crack on, really. I don't really have too much to say to it. I just appreciate those that do, you know.
We love it. Listen, guys, if you don't already, follow Frazer Clarke across his social media. He's on X, Frazer Clarke. He's on Instagram, Frazer Clarke. I do have a bit of bias. Look, he's distracted. He's watching the boxing on the TV. But yeah, Frazer, thank you very much for your time. And hopefully we'll get that fight announced, or a fight announced soon.
Fingers crossed. Thank you.